Yo, what is going on, guys? On today's episode, we are taking a look at modern women demanding traditional men while refusing to be traditional themselves. This is very damn typical, isn't it? The men are still held to our particular roles. The women, apparently, it doesn't matter what the hell they do. Let's get into it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
Dating is so unhinged these days. I swear we are going through like a traditional man epidemic. Like, I can't even tell you the last time I went to a bar and a guy actually like came up to me and my friends. They just literally stare from across the room like little lost puppy dogs. I just don't get it. And honestly, Hinge and Bumble are the same exact way. People just like your stuff and like your profiles and expect us women to make the first move. Actually, I feel like I don't even want to like actually date anybody that's like new in my world. I want to like actually meet somebody that I've already met, but like that I know is a good person. We just like run into each other at like the right time in this world, you know?
Men never approach anymore, and the ones who look get called lost puppies. That's the same men who'd be called creeps for walking over. No thank you.
Women say they want a traditional man, but they don't want to be a traditional woman. These feminist women want a man who validates them, not a man who corrects them and holds them to a higher standard. The truth is, most women these days aren't even qualified for the man they say they want. They want a man to provide, protect, and sacrifice, but they don't want to reciprocate in a relationship. They don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, they don't want to stay home and raise children. They put their career over having a family. They're not traditional women, but they still expect a man to do all the traditional things.
She lays out the gap between what gets demanded and what actually gets offered. Most want a provider without providing anything themselves at all, and she says so without flinching, and this is just absolutely true.
The problem with women is that we still want men to approach. That's the natural order of things. So we fucked up the natural order of everything else, but we want this specific piece to stay the same. So you want men to approach you, men to compliment you, men to take you out, men to court you, all of this, but you don't want any of the other stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like very selective, and that's a problem. So men sort of, I think of your generation, have changed their gear a bit, but women refuse to approach men. That astounds me. Right. I'm just like, I'm not saying I would have wanted to do it. Right. I'm not saying I would have done it, but I lived in a generation where that didn't happen, where men just came up to you, men talked to you. If you want a partner, you want a partner. So I think you're going to have to also get over yourself. And if you see a nice looking man, go up to him.
Women still expect the approach, the courting, and the bill, and she admits it. Every other tradition got scrapped except the ones that men have to do, it seems.
What's wrong with 50-50? If you're a true feminist and believe in equality, why is there a push for men to still be traditional, but women shouldn't have to conform to old traditional roles or equal? What's wrong with saying we're not equal? We have equal value, but traditional roles. Because if you want him to still provide and protect, what's wrong with him expecting traditional roles from?
Asking why men must stay traditional while women drop the old roles is completely fair. It's a complete scam of a trade designed to completely ruin men.
Anyone else in their 30s wondering why every person that they meet just ends up treating them like shit, or pretending like they care about you and want to be with you and that they're your person, and that ends up not being the case. Like, I just feel like there's something wrong with me at this point.
Everyone she dates ends up treating her badly, apparently. When it's every single one, maybe you might be selecting the men who don't actually have any interest in you.
I swear that traditional men have died off. They don't exist anymore. Because tell me why the guy that I've been seeing for the last couple months is the first guy in my 28 years of living that has ever opened a car door for me, never let me carry anything, never lets me drive, and never lets me touch my wallet. 28 years it took me to find somebody like that. I feel like men nowadays, they just want princess treatment. They want somebody to drive them around, pay for them, get them flowers. It's disgusting. And let me tell you, being with a traditional man has made me want to be more feminine, like cooking, cleaning, taking care of him. I've never had that in my life. Never in my life have I been like, oh yeah, I want to be the woman that stays home and cooks and cleans for my man. Never. You would catch me dead if I said that a couple years ago. But now, with a man that does that, they don't exist anymore. I swear. They're dead, they're gone, don't exist.
Traditional men are extinct, she says, and then describes a boyfriend who opens her car door. She complains about princess treatment in the same breath as getting it. Both of those cannot be true at once. I'm convinced, guys, these women will complain no matter what you actually give them.
Talk about this for a second. Why are men expecting like traditional treatment if they are also asking for like 50-50? Like, babe, if you're asking for a 50-50 relationship, I wash my dish, you wash your dish. That's 50-50. You can't expect me to like clean, cook, take care of the children, and work all at the same time. I'm just saying, it's just a thought. I've been in a relationship where it's like they want like wifey treatment, but then they expect me to make like a lot of money. In my head, it doesn't make sense because didn't you want 50-50? Don't expect me to clean your side of the house.
So apparently men cannot ask for 50-50 and traditional treatment at the same time. So in other words, you have to pay all her bills if you want her to be a feminine traditional woman. This is why nobody wifes up these women or dates them, guys, and they will be single 30 plus years of age with cats. No man is paying for a woman who is clearly only going to be feminine if he pays her. If a man has to make a woman from masculine to feminine or non-traditional to traditional, he is simply not going to bother. So good luck with that strategy.
Where do the boys go, or should I say men, who are between 30 and 38, who are single? What do you guys do? Like, do you go for dinner? Do you stay home? Do you babysit your friends' kids? Or do you go to like burger night? Do you go to steakhouses? Or do you like play video games? Are you traveling on the weekends, going to the beach? Are you doing like a martini and a steak on the weekend, or are you cheap? Saturday night, are you in your house or out of the house? I'm just doing a case study for the men who are 30 to 38 years old and do not have a significant other. Are you gay? Are you in a basketball league, or are you teaching Little League? Do you even know what matcha is? And if you do, like, are you getting them? Where do you go on the weekends? What do you do at night? I'm asking for a large population of women who have a lot to offer, including breath.
An entire mock case study on where the single men aged 30 to 38 went. I don't know, you could maybe ask them. That might be a good strategy. But at the end of the day, you know, the men have simply opted out. That's where they are. They're playing video games. They're doing their own thing, making their own money, whatever the case may be. They have opted out.
I have this eternal struggle where it's like, I want my husband to be the provider, make all the money, pay all the bills, do the adulting things, fix everything around the house, take care of my car, take the trash out, make all the plans, handle our finances. So basically do everything while I just lie around and like only do things when I feel like doing.
He earns, fixes, plans, and handles everything, and her job is to just lie around. She says it straight out without a hint of embarrassment, which is a bit crazy.
Something I've been thinking about a lot now that I'm single, bless you, one of my cats sneezed, is, sir, bless you. No more sneezes, apparently. Anyways, something I have been thinking about a lot now that I'm single is like, there are beautiful women everywhere. Anywhere I go, I see beautiful women. Could be Starbucks, could be a bookstore, could be the grocery store, could be the gym. I see beautiful women of all ages everywhere I go. Bless you again, sir. Do you know what I don't see everywhere I go? Like equally attractive men. They are few and far between. And I just think it's so interesting that beautiful women are everywhere.
Beautiful women everywhere, apparently, and apparently no attractive men to match. Yeah, maybe if these women are also just stunning and beautiful and amazing, but they are still single, perhaps there is a reason why.
And like equally as attractive of men are just like, they don't exist in the numbers that beautiful women exist in. And I don't know if that's maybe a difference in like gender culture with like women taking better care of themselves or taking more pride in their style and appearance. I assume that's what it is. I don't like assume that most men are just inherently ugly. I mean, maybe on the inside. I don't know. It's just something that's like really captured my attention because, you know, my eyes are open now. I'm perusing. And yeah, beautiful girls everywhere I go. Beautiful men, few and far between.
The theory is that equally attractive men just don't exist in those same numbers, when the reality is all the women chase highly attractive men, so they have no reason to commit to any of you. And also, guys, the women, let's be real, are probably not as great as they make themselves out to be.
As a Lebanese Christian girl, I feel like it's so normal to want to be a stay-at-home wife because that's just the culture we grow in. And I know some people don't like that, and that's okay, each to their own. But I feel like having a man that actually respects you, plans dates, and just wants to show you that he loves you is normal. Having a man that carries heavy things, I don't know, I thought that was normal. And then as a woman, you cater to your man because he's treating you like a queen. Obviously, you're going to reciprocate and treat him like a king. But I find it very strange that that's not normalized. And I think having someone that wants to take care of you or, you know, plans things ahead of time to make sure you're taken care of, that's normal.
Wanting to be a stay-at-home wife is hilarious when I see these clips, guys. Like, every woman apparently wants this now, when in reality, this is something they walked away from a long time ago.
Ever since I started looking at men as existing only to serve me, life has gotten much better. Because instead of looking for evidence everywhere that they're cheaters, that they're horrible, that they're liars, that they're evil, whatever, I now look for evidence that they want to support me and they want to serve me and they want to kiss the ground I walk on. And you don't have to be dating anyone to notice this, because whatever you focus on will just magically populate itself in your life. Anytime a man holds the door open for me, smiles at me before I even smile at him, gives me a compliment, does something for me, like lets me walk first or lets me do something first or offers something to me of value that it shows that he's giving me his time, his energy, and his attention selflessly, I take that as a sign that all men want to serve me. Sometimes we can let the negativity turn us into cynics as women because men do and say horrible things very often. But I think that can keep us stuck in a place where we don't acknowledge or appreciate the benefits that we can extrapolate from them, even when as a race they are less than awesome all the time.
Treating men as though they exist to serve her has improved her life, she says. Whatever she focuses on shows up, so she looks for men eager to serve. Yeah, this is deeply repulsing, and there is a reason why men will actively avoid women like this, guys.
The most annoying, worst people in this world are the men who are super hot and know they're hot, okay? They can be super hot and have no idea they're hot and they're still a great person. But when they know they're attractive, I actually, every time I talk to them, I want to like stab my eyes out because they're just like so condescending. They're passive aggressive. They're rude. And they always have to comment on your appearance. They have to comment on everything about your appearance. Like I never asked for you to tell me what I need to fix with my face, but thank you. And they always do looks maxing too. They're always looks maxers. And not only that, but I swear they're little gay boys. Like they always have their matcha. They're doing Pilates and yoga. They're wearing like these really short Lulu shorts or these compression shirts. I don't know, like they're hiding something, but it's just, they're always so rude. Like, and they just think that they are the hottest person to walk this earth, okay? I mean, yeah, they're attractive, but by no means are they like the most attractive man to like be on this planet right now. No. I don't know who gave these men like a really big head, but they're so annoying.
The most insufferable men are the attractive ones who know it, apparently. She says they're condescending, rude, and always commenting on her looks, when in reality, guys, the reason this woman is mad at them is because they will not actually date her.
Why is it always men aren't men anymore? Why is it always when are men gonna step up and be men? When literally women have been begging men to be women for literally a fucking decade. You guys have been crying about men needing to be more emotional. You need him to do your laundry. You need him to cook and clean and step up. Like, you don't even want to come home after a 40-hour work week and cook and clean. Most of y'all can't cook or clean, and yet you want these men that are working 60 to 70 hours to be emotionally in tune, cook for you, clean for you. You want a woman as a fucking husband. Like, can someone make it make sense? And then you sit here and say, oh, what happened to all the men? You turned them into women. You wanted them to have all these feminine traits, and they did that, and they became that, and now you can't stand it. So make it make sense. If he's too emotional, then he's weak. But if he shows a little freaking masculinity where he's helping you and he's being strong and he's being the provider, then it gives you the freaking...
Bring back real men, they say. After a decade of pushing men to be softer, she points out that women got exactly what they asked for and now don't want it. Very damn typical.
What you want is a woman that looks like a man, and when that has happened in society, you can't stand it. This is a perfect example, and it's so weird because women will literally change men into people that they don't even like, and we're seeing it on a bigger scale in society. How can you expect that man to be a man when you don't let him be a man? Oh, wait, and all of those feelings that you expect him to have, you're then gonna weaponize it and use it against him anyway. So what is the expectation? And even if he's home more to help you with said dishes or laundry, that means he has to take less hours at work, which means he's making less money, which means guess what? He's a broke ass dude that's not even a providing man, which then is a feminine trait. Y'all don't know what you want. When it comes down to it, women do not know what they want and they take it out on the men. I'm just convinced that the majority of women are freaking lesbians. They just don't want to be physically intimate with a woman, but they want all of the traits of women in a man.
Trying to reshape a man into something she no longer fancies is the pattern she describes. Then she asks how he stays a man when nobody lets him be one. Good question, honestly.
I heard something that Trevor Noah said that I cannot stop thinking about. He said his mother put it like this: traditional men want subservient women, but they do not fall in love with subservient women. They are attracted to independent women, kind of like a bird collector. They only want women that are free because it's their dream to put them in a cage.
The Trevor Noah line is that men chase independent women only to cage them, when in reality, I don't think men are interested in these supposed strong and independent women at all. They are not interested in them.
Okay, so I have this theory that men come into the world with little to no self-worth. Like, they're pretty much told, like, you don't matter. And women come into the world and they're told, like, you are a princess, like, you deserve the world, etc. Right? And I feel like we have this disconnect today with dating where men now have, like, so much more self-worth because they had to, like, grow it from birth. And women, as they go on in the world, lose more and more of their self-worth. And I feel like that's why, like, men can date women and kind of, like, detach from the results. Like, they can find someone and be like, oh my god, she's great, and then be like, oh, but I don't really like this, or like, I don't really think that she's wife material, like this and that, and then they're able to let it go. As we're women, like, I feel like every time...
Her theory is mostly correct here. I wouldn't say that they start off with little self-worth. I would say that nobody values them, but otherwise it's pretty damn correct here. Men have to build, women just start off at the finish line and completely squander it most times too.
We have a man and he leaves, like, we lose more and more self-worth. And I feel like we're told, like, oh my god, like, you are a queen, like, you deserve the world. And then, like, as you live, you realize, like, you don't always deserve the world. Like, you don't always get the world, you know? But men have, like, grown up knowing that they're not going to get the world. Like, it's not going to be handed to them. And so I feel like they end up having so much more, like, self-worth and self-respect than women as we get older and we start, like, getting into relationships and dating. And men are so much better, in my opinion, at, like, letting people go and being like, oh, well, like, I don't need you. Like, I have self-worth with or without you. Where women are like, I feel like I've lost all my self-worth and you're the only thing that makes me feel like I have some. And so it's a lot harder for us to, like, let go. I don't know, just a theory.
Being told that you are a queen wears off once the world declines to agree. Men were raised expecting nothing free and end up steadier later on. She is describing exactly why so many of these clips exist in the first place. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.